All right, so we're back another day. Got the old frame cut off. You can see this, that metal there wasn't much holding that on. So there's my rust pile. So next step's gonna be, I've already started cutting off the leaf spring mounts, trying to cut around the welds and on both sides and remove those. And the next, we'll be cutting this seam all the way around on both sides and see what we got left. All right, so after about an hour on the grinding wheel, got the leaf spring mount off, and we got this section of the frame off. So I cut along the weld, we pulled it off. Scraps right there on the floor. The inside is not very pretty. You can see it's pretty weak here. I think this likely will be, I could probably weld to this. This along here, I'm probably just gonna take a section out of the new frame and replace, especially with the bottom too. There's not a lot of meat there. And then what I'll do up here, I'll probably take some 1/8" plate from here down to here, made it up with the section that will go in here, and cover this all with plate over it, and it should hopefully do. All right, the next part of the truck is done. I got spliced in this whole bottom section here, and came out not too bad. It's not the prettiest. I still need to do some cleanup. I got some paint over it. Not the prettiest inlet, but as far as structurally, it's pretty sound. Got to keep in mind when you're welding to steel that's this rusty, you're really not going to get the most pretty welds. But as far as structurally, they'll do what they need to do. I just wanted to make a quick update as I'm cleaning this off. These rubberized coatings, that's what they do. They chip away and they capture all this rust underneath them. Luckily this hasn't gotten too bad. Just wanted to show you guys why I don't like rubberized coatings. That's what they do. All right, I got the new frame set in place, sliding on. One thing I had to do is put a ratchet strap between the two frame rails. When I cut the frame, the rear half off, I took away all the rear lateral supports, so the two rails started to bow outward ever so slightly to where the two rails wouldn't line up. So I used a ratchet strap, pulled them together, and I'm using a system where I have a jack in the back and I have a ratchet strap here, ratchet strap there. This side's being a little bit difficult. I'm gonna have to probably play around with it a little more tomorrow. But this side almost all the way on. So it's late tonight, but I'll probably come back for it tomorrow. But we're almost set. I can clean everything up and then weld this new rear section on. And here we are. The new frame is in. Not the prettiest, but everything's square. All the measurements lined up. It is within a 1/16 of an inch being perfectly straight. And I welded it all the way around on both sides. That side, this side. It's not the prettiest, but it'll hold it in place as I'm gonna still go through and plate over all the sides for some extra strength, but this frame is in so much better shape. There's almost no rust on it at all. So that's where we're at. And that side, this side. So the key to getting it on and in place, I had a ratchet strap on both the middle frame rails, pinched them together a hair. This thing slid on about a 1/4 inch. The rest of it tied ratchet strap here and around here on both sides.
and was able to ratchet strap it right into place until all the measurements lined up, and jacked up the rear to the right height. And should be good. So the next step's gonna be getting the leaf spring mounts on, back in place, weld those up, go from there.